Yes, it turns out you can make a Tesla Cybertruck even uglier. Why, Mansory, infamous modifier of cars, turns its attention to the Tesla Cybertruck. There's a saying about putting lipstick on a pig, but what if it's not lipstick? That's the question the universe set out to answer when it aligned in such a way that famed, or perhaps infamous, car customizer Mansory got itself a Tesla Cybertruck. The Mansory Elongation, a name that must have taken ages to think of, offers exterior, interior, and wheel and tire upgrades for the straight-edged, stainless steel-wrapped pickup. Among those who mod cars, there are the tuners, who focus on adding power and one hopes performance, and then there are the customizers, who concentrate more on aesthetics. Once upon a time, the entire luxury car industry worked like that. A client would buy a rolling chassis from Bugatti, Rolls-Royce, or Talbot, and then have bodywork added by coachbuilders like Gurney Nutting, Touring, or Figoni at Falaschi. Modern homologation requirements have mostly put an end to that level of coach building, but for the ultra-wealthy prepared to spend telephone numbers on cars, brands like Rolls-Royce will still occasionally oblige. More common now are those aftermarket shops that spiff up already luxurious cars, changing normal doors for gullwing versions, adding flaring fenders and bulging wheel arches, and plastering the interior in any hue of leather one might imagine. Mansory has been on the scene since the end of the 1980s, and has made a name for itself festooning Rolls-Royces, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and even Bugattis with extra bits that their original designers surely did not want added. Now it's the Tesla Cybertruck's turn. One almost feels sorry for the original. Almost, the Cybertruck somehow manages to look worse in real life than in pictures. The confluence of angles where its various steel body panels fit together somehow serves to prove the exception to the rule that is the golden ratio. I'd never call it elegant, but if it ever had any elegance, Mansory made sure that's all gone with the elongation. Mansory's press release says that the front and rear bumpers and extravagant fender flares bear the classic signature of its designers. The additions are whatever the opposite of subtle is. The front lip extension reminds me of the track-focused Porsche 911 GT3 I drove last month, and I'm staring at the three triangular protuberances on the wheel arch extension and wondering if they really could be there to control vortices or just look nice. At 26 inches, the new wheels probably don't help range that much, although the carbon fiber add-ons all over the body surely do worse in that regard. Mansory's specs list energy consumption at 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour, or 26.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. The interior is up to the customer. You get to decide what gets paint, what gets carbon fiber, and what gets leather, and in which eye-searing shades. You'd have to contact Mansory to find out how much all of this would cost, should you have a Cybertruck you think needs taking down a peg or two.